Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and today is Wednesday. It's also the first Wednesday of the month, and that means it's time for the Global Monthly Video Hop. Now, I missed last month because I was busy getting ready to travel and I completely forgot about it, so I'm so sorry about that. But every month on the first Wednesday, we get together with a bunch of demonstrators from all around the world. We pick a theme and then we have a video hop. So the theme this month is scraps. So what can you do with some scraps of paper that are laying around? Well, you're about to find out. So make sure that underneath the video, you will see the beginning of a short description, and then you'll see show more, dot, dot, dot. Click on the show more, and then the description will come up, and in the description will be the links to all the other videos that you can watch. I hope you get lots of inspiration. I know I do. So let's take a look at what we're going to do today. So we're going to use the stamp set Timeless Arrangements, and I'm actually only going to use two stamps out of here. I've got my silicone mat laying here. We're going to use the I Really Appreciate You. And the thing to remember is that these images are only 90%. It says right here, wee little, which means they're bigger when you open up the case. So that's kind of neat, but we're going to open that up. I don't have my magnetic sheet in there yet, but we're going to be using, not this one. You know what? I think they're underneath here. Those are the two things that we're going to use. This is a little stitched rectangle, and you see that little X in the middle? That's what distinguishes it from our other stitched rectangles. It's really cute. And then these are brilliantly designed so that they can sit right behind here. So you don't have to painstakingly put those little twigs in behind. There's a little piece stuck in there yet. Okay, so let's get started. The card that I am making today was inspired by Melody Hyde. Melody made her own paper, and if she has a blog post, I'll share it, but I don't know if her card made it onto the blog post. As demonstrators, we have access to something called the Demonstrator Planning Place, and people share their creations. So I have this one with I Really Appreciate You, and then I have a naked one, which I thought maybe I would stamp with a different color. So let's give that a try. Now, before I forget, I want to show you what paper I used. It's called Hello Irresistible, number 161139. You may not have seen this paper. It's an online exclusive, so that means it's not in the catalog. You have to go to the Stampin' Up website. And here is the paper. It's really cute. I've got it zoomed in a little bit too far, maybe. Anyway, I'm just letting you see it a little bit here. But it's really pretty, pretty paper. So, and in case you didn't know, on the back of the paper, it tells you what colors are in there. So you see Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, and Soft Sea Foam. I've chosen to use the Daffodil Delight, the Flirty Flamingo, the Petal Pink. Okay? So we're going to, my card base is going to be Petal Pink. I started with Flirty Flamingo, but I decided against it. So I'm going to stamp the saying in Flirty Flamingo, and then we can decide which one we like the best. So there, I've got my thing on a block. Tap, tap, tap. And yes, I know that it says Minicam on here. Minicam has messed with me. I have a lifetime membership, and it's not recognizing that. Oh, it's slightly crooked. But anyway, it'll give you the idea to see what it looks like colored. Oh, and the other thing I want to do, see all these? I want to stamp them. Let me just see this side. There's a good side and a bad side for these things with the stitching. There, the stitching comes out nicer on the one side than on the other. And what I wanted to do is take this stamp right here and do a little tone-on-tone stamping there. So I'll put that on a block. And I wasn't sure to go with Petal Pink or Flirty Flamingo, so I'm going to go with Flirty Flamingo on this one. And I'll stamp off over here. That looks nice too. So there. And now I want to stamp this one off as well. So here you can see now we have a little bit of a pattern going on our paper, which I think looks really nice. So I'm going to show you how this works now. So we've got our scraps, we've cut them into rectangles. My fingers aren't working. So here is the die cut. So what you do, see, it goes like so. And then these are all going to go around. So I do like the Flirty Flamingo, but I am going to use the black just because it's straight. So we'll start with that, and then I can always lay another Flirty Flamingo one on top. So that's what we're going to do. Just had to reach for my adhesive. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on here. And then lay this like so. There. And now we're going to take the other one here. Put a little bit of adhesive on here. And so yeah, the other thing that's the problem now is that I have a big section that shows me. I want to move this up a little bit because, like so, because I don't want it exactly symmetrical. And I like it that this is kind of hanging over top of that edge. So this is going to be my middle piece. And it's going to go like so. But we're going to just leave that in here. And now we're going to start building these pieces around it. So I'm just going to lay them all out, and then we'll start gluing them up, because there's a method to my madness for this, okay? So I started playing around a little bit. So I have two different patterns now, the one with the little stripy dotty things, and then the one that I stamped. Now I didn't stamp on this one, but it's the same paper, and I kind of like that one with the flower on it. So you do get a little bit of creative license. So basically we're making a patchwork. And I like using liquid adhesive because then it can slide it around a little bit. And this one's going to go right to the edge. So, and then this one is going to go underneath of it. So we basically are using three different patterns. These are really muted. Okay, the card that I cased is very vibrant. So I will send a link if I can. And otherwise, maybe I'll share it on my blog post. So now we're going to do this little guy. And I'm leaving a little margin in between of the petal pink, about 1/8 of an inch. And then once all our pieces are on, then we can trim off the edges. Okay. So it's actually a really cool way to use these pretty stitched labels as a design element. So I have that one in there. I think that one's going a little bit crooked maybe. There, that's okay. And now this one's going to go in here, like so. That one's going to go there. And then you see I have that little piece. That's going to be where the words are going to go. But I wanted to leave that blank because otherwise you're trying to fiddle underneath of it to get the sayings. That, oh, not there, here. There, and then so we've basically made a zigzag. There, so now I have to be careful because I don't want to put glue where I don't want it to go. So I'm holding my finger there just to kind of give myself a guide as to how far the glue should go. There. And then this one is going to go right in this edge here. And it will be trimmed off just a little bit. Let's see. So I won't go all the way to the edge with the glue. Don't want any glue hanging off the edge. That would not be good. It would make a big mess. Okay, so now hopefully the way I've done this is that this piece is now big enough. Yes. It is. And you know what? I think I'm going to pop it up just to, here you can see how the back of it works. And those are little dimensionals are great for when you're using little things, but when you have a bigger piece, then the little ones are finicky. So I'm just going to put 3 regular size dimensionals on the back. And Melody's card also had more of the little branches going around on different pieces, and I don't want to do that. And that's the beauty of casing. You can make something your own. And now I have these pieces. These are little yellow pieces, like so. This one's going to go, a couple of them are going to go this way. Let's see, I don't know if there's supposed to be 3 there. I have to lay them out. So that's kind of how we do it. And I have to just check, okay? Okay, I just have to get my brain around it properly. So I need a yellow here, and then a yellow going this way. So I'm going to cut this one off and then put it sideways. Now, if I wasn't casing, I probably wouldn't have to think this hard about it. And then this piece is going to go here, but I need 2 of them. So I'm going to cut that off right by the X's. So here, we're just going to carefully put that on and lay that here. Put those little X's right in the middle. And there we go. Now we have 2 pieces. That's good. We will be doing more trimming in a minute. And here, I want those stitched pieces to go like that, facing the top. So we can do that. First, the yellow ones. Okay, getting ahead of myself. Here. And I'm not taking the glue all the way to the bottom, otherwise it's going to overhang. Now, it's a good thing our adhesive dries clear, because I have goobered a little bit here. There. And now this one's going to go across like so, and again about half. I was tempted to turn it around because I really like that gingham pattern, but then the dots aren't nice. The stitched are reversed, and it doesn't look as pretty. So I decided to stick with my original plan. I have a touch of ADD, so I have a hard time. I can flip from one thing to another very easily. And this one is going to go down here. And again, just a little bit in the corner here. There. And the magic is going to happen in a minute when we do all our trimming. And I'm going to do a little trimming already. Here. We want this stitched piece going up, because the flat piece, the part that's not stitched, is going to be cut off. There. And my stamping looks really nice on there. It just adds a nice little touch. You want to make sure your lines in between are fairly similar. And then this one's going to go... No, that doesn't quite fit. So I'm going to put this one in beside like this. And just a little bit of adhesive there. So we're almost done with this patchwork. Patchwork is fun. Now we're going to do this one. Just need a little bit of adhesive on the bottom, like so. And now I need the rest of this piece. Let's just move it over a little bit. I need this piece to go over here. So now we're going to take the whole thing, see? And now we're going to cut off our extra pieces. So we're going to get the paper trimmer in here. And now we have to be careful. I want this piece off first. And this is not going to go all the way to the top, so I'm just going to lay it so that it's even with the track here. There. Not bad. We'll cut off the rest of the pieces later. I just want to get this last one in place. Here. See, now let's take a look for a minute. See, here I am again. It does look nice with the soft color, doesn't it, instead of the black, but whatever. Tell me which one you like better, the Flirty Flamingo or the black. Okay, so now we've got this piece, and we're going to turn it so that the stitching is all on the card, okay? We don't want to put it like this with a blank piece because that doesn't look nice. So that's an important thing to keep an eye on. So we just need a little bit of adhesive in this bottom corner here. Okay. There. Okay, now we can trim because that's not a very nice looking card. We'll turn it around like so. And maybe we'll do this piece first. There, that's good. That took off that little extra piece. Now it's perfect. And now I'm going to turn this so that this is down at the bottom of my trimmer. I'm sorry, it's a little bit off camera. But I'm using the bottom edge. Oops. Oops, that's not good. That's the scoring blade. And it's a good thing that happened because I had moved it over a little bit too far. You know, sometimes these blades come out a little bit. There, that's better. There. Let's have a look. Yep, that worked perfectly. Now, you know what? I'm going to turn it sideways for you so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Now, I'm going to put this like so. And you can see that the edge of my card is right in front of the trough. There we go. It's really weird to use this trimmer in the wrong way. But it worked. Now I just have to do this piece yet. And that looks good. There. Wonderful. Let's take a look and see how my card turned out. There. It's perfect. So now all we need to do is add a few gems. It's not focusing very well. Oh, there we go. What do you think? It's a very nice soft card, and Stampin' Up! Makes it so easy to coordinate. So all we need to do now is put something in the inside. I mean, you could write on there, but instead I've got a 5 1/4 by 4-inch insert. And I'm not sure yet what we're going to do. But before I do that, take a peek. Here is the pretty peacock. But you see how this is too dark for this? It would have gone really well with this. See how nice that is? So you could easily change your colors to go with something else in the Hello Irresistible paper. So let me just find some gems and we'll finish off this card. So I went looking for some pretty gems. I know I have some brand new ones. I am so bad for gems, and seems to be in a bit of a disorganizational funk. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but the rhinestones, the iridescent rhinestones, are always nice, and they go with everything. You can even color them with your blends if you want, but I'm just adding some sparkle randomly around. There. You want to make sure, like these ones are actually a little bit too close together. I don't want them in a line. I want them there. But I need one more. You need an odd number. So we're going to have 5 on here. You know what? We'll put 2 on this one. So there, now we just have some sparkle, and it just adds a really nice something. We could put a little strip at the bottom to add to it. And I'm just looking for some paper to put on the inside. So let's see. I should just grab a piece that I have left over, but I don't want to get up again. How bad is that? It's supposed to be scraps. Although I find that I always have too much paper anyway. So I'm just going to trim a piece off of this. You know, some days you just have to give yourself permission to be a little bit lazy. I've gotten up too many times. My back is sore today, so you know, it's okay. I'm going to go to 1/2 inch, about 1.5 centimeters, and it's 5 1/4 inches, okay, for this card. So I forgot to tell you that I'm a demonstrator in Canada as well as in Europe, so you can shop with me in both markets. I'm going to put this all the way to the edge of this white piece. And I'm really excited because I'm hosting a retreat in September in St. Jacobs, which is a lovely Mennonite town. It is in the country, and it has a lot of antiques and shops, and it has a famous market. And we're like 2 minutes from the market, and there's still room. So if you want to come, ask me. The information is on my website, thepamperedstamper.stampinup.net, or on thepamperedstamper.com. So if you like this video, be sure to click on the subscribe button and share on Pinterest, on Facebook. It really helps us. There, that's it. Just a cute little touch with your scraps to finish off the inside of your card. And here you go. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. That's always wonderful. So yeah, it turned out really well. Thank you so much, Melody Hyde, for your inspiration. I hope you guys have a super day, and don't forget to click the link so that you can see all the other members in the Global Monthly Video Hub. All right, take care. Bye.